I already got my list done for songs all time. Disco Inferno, Disco Inferno, Disco Inferno.
Hey everybody, welcome to Top Rope Tokes, and here we are with the first edition of our new show, The High Five.
High five, man.
That got to you more than you thought it would, didn't it?
Oh,
Today's first edition, we're going to go into our favorite 5 entrance music songs right now. We already shared our number 5 with each other just to kind of preview it with each other, but for you, here we go. What's your number 5?
number 5 for me is Roman Reigns, The Head of the Table. That song gets me going. And I also know that means that it's about to take 20 years before Roman gets to the ring.
If it gets you going, does that mean the song is provocative?
It is. It's pretty. It's somewhere up there with Lady Humps. I'll say that much. Somewhere up there.
My number 5, Cody Rhodes. I feel like this song kind of hits on every single thing that you want an entrance music to be. It has a moment for the crowd to get hyped in it with the whoa. It's depending on your taste. I think the song itself is pretty good. And it's a freaking meme with adrenaline in my soul, something, something Cody Rhodes. So it hits on everything. I have to.
It does. I like it. But the only thing is, I can only think of the Dark Order every time I hear it. Something, something, Cody. I still don't know. Like, I'm not gonna learn those lyrics because of them.
Never.
Because I think it's better as something, something, Cody Rhodes.
It will forever be something, something Cody Rhodes. I mean, when I initially started to come up with my list, I threw like 10 names out and I cut off so many songs that I like. Hook, spoiler, Hook is not on my list, and I like his song.
Yeah. Okay.
So what? And he'd even make my 10 list. There was like 10 I threw down, and then to narrow it down to 5 with Cody Rhodes, I was like, I felt pretty good. It hits everything you could want it to be.
Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. So you want to know what my number 4 is?
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Katsuyori Shibata's theme. I dig that song so much. I just listened to that one like 2 minutes before we started this, actually.
You know what? I shouldn't be surprised by this because we had talked about it, and it kind of reinforced when we gave each other a preview of our list. What I said, I'm like, your list is going to lean to either songs that you can just kind of chill back and listen to, or things that are perfect for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4. I'll be curious to see how you feel about this one, or to see if we have anything that matches. Christian Cage. I love this music when he had it before he returned to WWE briefly and everything else. And I've always thought he's had good music and presentation. But this one, I like the beginning with the countdown. Like, it's so wrestling, but like
I didn't know he had music.
Yeah, it's a lot of booze now.
I thought he just had booze. I can't say what my feelings on his music is because usually I only hear boo, boo.
My number 3, and I don't know how you'll feel about this one, but it has 2 of my favorite people's music involved in it. And when you put them together, for Better Than You, Baby, it just works so perfectly together that I'm like, yes, okay. It's like 2 great things, and you just made the ultimate addition of both.
You know, that works because I knew for a fact that both MJF and Adam Cole's songs were going to be on your list, so you just put them together.
And I honestly like them together than I like either individually, because even the remixes I've heard of MJF's with words, I like better than the version without words. But when you combine them together, I feel like it gives that little extra oomph that MJF said it needed, and it gives a little bit more of, I don't want to say the bass, but kind of like the undertones of what Adam Cole's song could use a little bit more of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But, hey, I dig it. It's a good choice. Because that would have, if I did honorable mentions, that was coming in because I was surprised at how good that actually was. It's like it's a little mashup that works.
I think
That's
there's
cool.
only one song that we're gonna both have on our list because I'll be surprised if you don't have it. But what
Yeah.
is your number three?
Number three for me, Powerhouse Hobbs theme.
See, there's the first one. He is in my honorable mentions.
I just I dig it, man. I can listen to that one, and it just gives you this it it gives you the perfect feeling that a monster is about to come out.
And you know what? It's also the kind of song that you could imagine like playing in like a sports locker room before you go onto the field or to kind of hype up. It's just perfect. I love it.
Powerhouse.
What about your number two?
So number two, Seth Rollins,
I
because
This is the first one you
man,
had me surprised by.
yeah, number two is Seth Rollins because it gets the people going. It is the most provocative song in wrestling.
Partially, that's why I thought you would hate it because I know SummerSlam when you had to go, you were over it like it needs to end now. It needs to end now.
Oh, oh no, I do like that he cuts the crowd off with the. All right, you guys, let me wrestle.
It was for a full minute before he cut him off.
But
And
yeah, that's standard. He does that.
I wanted to put him in mine just at the possibility that it would annoy you. So
Oh,
it's funny that you would have him in there.
yeah,
But
yeah, I had to do it.
yeah. My number two, similar type reasons. Out of all the music that night when we were at SummerSlam, the way the crowd was for Jey Uso's music.
That's an honorable mention.
Um, it hits hard.
Honorable
It
mention.
gets the crowd really, really into it. It's perfect.
It was stuck in my head actually for like a good week. And then when when Jey Uso started coming out by himself without Jimmy, it's just me, Uso. That shit was funny to me. I don't know why.
If the
Yeah,
environment didn't go off the way that it did at SummerSlam, I don't know if I would have paid as much attention to it as I have.
yeah, that almost made my list. That one almost ended up being number five.
I feel like we should reveal number one together, but there's a solid chance that it's not the same because we haven't been so close. But
No, number one's the same for both of us. I
Swerve,
think. Yes, it is Swerve. Because we swerve when we drive.
I would say for the memes, but at the same time, we're not popular enough to really have the memes and everything. But or for people to know what our drives are like when we listen to that song.
Yeah, yeah. We our road trips to wrestling shows, we have to listen to the Swerve theme at least a couple times.
Now, to preface, I will say this much: for whatever reason, when we're taking a nice drive to a wrestling show and it's gonna be longer, I enjoy listening to wrestling music on the way there because it kind of gets me hyped for wrestling. After the fact, not nearly as much unless I'm still hyped for a certain person or something.
Right. Like if there was a specific moment that's stuck in your head, like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to that song.
Uh,
hmm
Honorable mentions for you.
Um, honorable mentions. So since it's never on TV, I had to put it as an honorable mention. And he always comes out with the Hardys, but the private party theme.
Oh yeah.
that that song is goaded
Listen, if that song
forever.
was on TV all the time, I wouldn't have been surprised if you listed that as number one.
If that song was on TV, that would be number one. That would actually that would be we would have a Dylon kind of situation where it would be 1 through 5.
Swerve wouldn't even make the list.
Nope, 1 through 5 shots.
Um,
But yeah, you you did name one of my honorable mentions, which was MJF and Adam Cole. But what about Adam Copeland, though? On this day, I see clearly.
If it wasn't Edge, I don't know how much I would have personally enjoyed it.
On this day. Oh yeah. Last honorable mention. Hangman. I dig Hangman's theme.
I do as well.
A whole lot. Yeah.
I just knew it couldn't make this list.
I'm happy we had the same number one.
Now I see where things could get crazy is when we do this list, but we say songs all time.
Songs all time. Boy. My list, I already got my list done for songs all time. Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno, Norman Smiley.